Do you ever feel like your days disappear, but nothing important gets done? You wake up, check your phone, scroll, answer messages, maybe work, maybe study, and suddenly it's night. You are tired, but not proud. Busy, but not fulfilled. Does that sound familiar to you? If yes, I want you to listen carefully. Because this is not just your problem. It is the problem of millions of people around the world. People who are smart, hardworking, even talented, but still stuck. Why? Because they don't know how to manage their time. Time management is not about buying a fancy planner. It's not about being a robot or following 100 rules. It's about something much deeper. It's about respect. Respect for your time, respect for your energy, respect for your life. Here's a hard truth. Your time is your life. If you waste time, you waste life. If you use time wisely, you build a life you love. Simple, clear, powerful. Let me give you a small story. Imagine you have a bank account. Every morning the bank puts $1,440 inside. But at midnight, the bank takes away whatever you didn't spend. No saving, no carrying forward. Just one chance every day. What would you do? Of course, you would spend carefully. You would use every dollar wisely. Now here's the reality. Every day, life gives you 1,440 minutes. And at midnight, they are gone forever. You cannot save them. You cannot buy them back. You cannot borrow them from tomorrow. That's why time is more valuable than money. You can lose money and earn it again. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. So, if you always feel tired but unproductive, it means one thing. You are spending your minutes on the wrong things. And the good news? You can change that. You can learn to manage time like a master. You can learn to take control of your minutes, your hours, your days. And when you do that, your life will change forever. Here's your first small action step. Tonight, before sleeping, take one paper. Write down this sentence: my time is my life. I will not waste it. Put it near your bed. Tomorrow morning, read it as the first thing you see. Remind yourself, today is not just another day. Today is 1,440 minutes of your life. And you must choose carefully how to use them. This is the beginning of our journey together. In the next parts, I will give you clear tools, real metaphors, and small daily steps to transform how you see and use time. By the end of this story, you will not just understand time management. You will live it. Because remember, your life is not made of years. Your life is made of minutes. How many times have you said, I don't have time? Maybe for learning English. Maybe for exercising. Maybe for calling your parents or starting your dream project. We all say it. But here is the truth. You do have time. You just spend it on the wrong things. Think about your day honestly. How much time do you spend scrolling on social media? How much time watching random videos? How much time worrying about things you cannot control? If you add it up, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2, maybe even more. That's time you said you didn't have. But it was there, waiting for you. Here's a simple story. Imagine your day is like a garden. Every morning, life gives you one bucket of water. That bucket is your energy and time. Now, most people pour their water on the rocks, on the street, even in the air. And at the end of the day, when they look at their flowers, family, health, dreams, they see them dying. Then they say, I don't have enough water. The problem is not the size of the bucket. The problem is where they pour it. That is the illusion of no time. It's not real. It's a trick of your habits. Because if you cut 30 minutes of useless scrolling, you could read 1 book per week. If you use 1 hour less on Netflix, you could exercise, learn English, or build a skill that changes your future. The time is already there. You just need to see it. Let me give you a simple action step. For one day, write down everything you do, hour by hour. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest. At the end of the day, look at the list. You will be surprised. You will see where your minutes really go. And then, choose one thing to cut. Just one. Replace it with something that grows you. Maybe reading. Maybe practicing English. Maybe walking. This small act will open your eyes. Because the moment you see where your time is leaking, you can fix it. And when you fix it, you gain hours you thought didn't exist. So repeat this with me. I do have time. I will stop wasting it. I will pour my water only on the flowers I want to grow. This is the secret that successful people know. They don't have more hours. They have the same 24. They just spend them differently. And you can too. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat down to focus? And then your phone buzzed, and suddenly 20 minutes were gone. Or you opened YouTube for one video, and after 1 hour you were still watching? Or you started a task, but then a message, a call, a thought stole your attention? If this sounds familiar, then you know the biggest enemy of time management. It is not laziness. It is distraction. Distraction is like a thief. It doesn't steal all at once. It steals in small pieces. A few minutes here, a few minutes there. But when you add them up, you lose hours, days, even years. And the worst part? Most of the time, you don't even notice. You think you're just taking a break, but in reality, you are giving your life away one notification at a time. Here's a story. Imagine you are building a house. You have all the materials, bricks, wood, cement. You start working, but every 5 minutes, someone calls your name, pulls your shirt, or asks you to look at something. You stop, answer, come back, try again. At the end of the day, how much did you build? Almost nothing. That is what distraction does to your life. You are trying to build your future, but you keep stopping to look at meaningless things. Now, how do we fight this thief? With one powerful habit, focus zones. A focus zone is a time and place where you protect yourself from distraction like a soldier protects a castle. No phone, no random browsing, no multitasking. Just one task, one goal, one mission. You don't need hours. Even 25 minutes of pure focus can achieve more than 2 hours of half-distracted work. This is called the power of deep work. It feels hard at first. Your brain will scream for the phone. But if you push through, something magical happens. You enter flow. Time disappears. Energy rises. Work feels almost easy. Here's your action step. Choose one task you want to finish tomorrow. Decide the exact time you will do it. Turn off your phone or put it in another room. Tell yourself, for the next 25 minutes, this is the only thing in the world. After the session, take a 5-minute break. Then repeat if needed. It sounds simple, but this small habit is life-changing. Because when you protect your attention, you protect your time. And when you protect your time, you protect your life. Remember, distraction is the enemy of dreams. Focus is the shield. And you, my friend, are the warrior. You don't really lack time. You lack clarity about priorities. That is the painful truth most people don't want to admit. They say, I'm so busy. I'm working so hard. But if you look closely, they are busy with the wrong things. They are watering weeds, not flowers. Let me show you with a simple picture. Imagine you are in a small boat in the middle of the ocean. Your boat has a hole, and water is coming in. What do you do first? Do you take selfies? Do you clean the deck? Do you paint the walls? Of course not. You fix the hole. Because if you don't, nothing else matters. The same is true in life. If your health is broken, if your relationships are empty, if your dreams are dying, Why are you spending all your time on gossip, on shows, on scrolling? This is what I call priority blindness. You work, but not on what matters. You are tired, but not satisfied, because you are spending your energy on the wrong things. Here is the secret of time masters. They don't try to do everything. They choose what matters most and give it their best. They say no to the rest. Every yes to something small is a no to something great. And every no to distraction is a yes to your future. Let me tell you a short story. A man once said he could tell everything about someone's life just by looking at their calendar. If their days were full of meaningless meetings, their life was probably meaningless too. If their days showed family, growth, health, and learning, their life was probably rich. Your calendar is not just a schedule. It is a mirror of your soul. Here's your action step. Take a piece of paper. Make 3 columns. Column A. Things I say are important, like family, health, learning, English. Column B. Things I actually spend time on every day, be honest. Phone, social media, work, TV. Column C. Changes I must make. Compare the first 2 columns. Do they match? Or are you living a lie? This exercise is simple, but it can wake you up, because it shows the gap between your words and your actions. And here's the truth. Your future is not shaped by what you say is important. It is shaped by what you actually do every day. If you want a healthy body, it's daily choices. If you want fluent English, it's daily practice. If you want peace of mind, it's daily boundaries. So repeat this with me. I will stop watering weeds. I will water my flowers. My time will go only to what matters most. Remember, your life is your garden. Don't let the wrong plants steal your water. Let me ask you something simple. When you wake up in the morning, do you know exactly what you will do today? Or do you just open your phone, check messages, and let the day pull you in any direction? If it's the second, then you are not leading your day. Your day is leading you. And that is why you feel lost, busy, and unproductive. Here's a truth that will change your life. Every day without a plan is a wasted day. Not because you didn't work, but because you worked on the wrong things. When you don't decide what matters, the world decides for you. And the world will always fill your time with noise. Think about it like this. Imagine you want to build a house. You wake up, grab some bricks, put them anywhere, maybe nail some wood, maybe paint a wall, maybe dig a hole. After a month, what will you have? A mess. Now imagine the same month, but with a clear blueprint. Every day you know exactly which wall to build, which window to place, which room to complete. After a month, you have a house. The difference is not effort. It is planning. The same is true with your life. Without a plan, your energy is wasted. With a plan, your energy builds something real. So how do you make a simple, powerful daily plan? Here's a system. Every evening, before you sleep, write down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. Not 10, not 20, just 3. These are the tasks that will truly move your life forward. Ask yourself, if I only finish these 3 things tomorrow, would I feel proud? If yes, write them down. Then, break them into small steps. For example, if one priority is practice English, write the exact action. Listen to one podcast and write 5 sentences from it. The clearer your plan, the easier it is to follow. Now here's the key. In the morning, look at your list before you look at your phone. Begin with the first priority. Don't wait until evening. Don't let distractions steal your best energy. Attack your most important task first. This is called the golden hour. Use it, and you win the day. Here's your action step. Tonight, before you sleep, take 5 minutes. Write your 3 tasks for tomorrow. Put the paper next to your bed. Tomorrow morning, read it first thing. Then act. Do this for 1 week. At the end of the week, look back. You will see real progress. Because here's the truth. Success is not built in years. Success is built in days. And every day begins with a plan. Repeat this with me. If I don't plan my day, I plan to waste my day. My time deserves direction. My life deserves design. Do you know why successful people seem calm while others always feel stressed? It is not because they are smarter. It is because they build routines. A routine is a system that saves your time, your energy, and your mind. Without a routine, you wake up every day and waste energy deciding what to do. With a routine, you wake up and act. No confusion. No wasted minutes. Here's a simple story. Imagine two students. Student A wakes up late, checks Instagram, eats something random, forgets homework, then runs to school. All day, he is tired and stressed because everything feels late. Student B wakes up, makes his bed, eats a healthy breakfast, reviews homework for 10 minutes, and then goes to school. Who will perform better? Student B, of course. Not because he is more talented, but because his routine creates order. Routines are powerful because they remove decision fatigue. Every decision uses energy. If you waste energy on small choices, what to eat, what to wear, when to start, you have less energy for important work. That's why many great leaders wear the same style of clothes every day. They don't want to waste time on small things. They want to save energy for big things. Now let's make this practical. Start with 2 anchor routines, your morning and your evening. Morning routine. Begin your day with intention. Don't touch your phone first. Instead, do 3 small actions. Move your body for 5 minutes. Stretch, walk, or push-ups. Write or say 1 sentence in English. Example. Today I will learn and grow. Review your top 3 priorities from yesterday's plan. These 3 steps take less than 15 minutes, but they shape your entire day. Evening routine. End your day with peace. Before sleeping, write down 3 good things that happened today. Prepare tomorrow's 3 priorities. Disconnect from screens for at least 15 minutes before bed. This evening habit clears your mind, improves your sleep, and prepares you for tomorrow. Here's your action step. Design your own 3-step morning and 3-step evening routine. Keep it simple. Keep it realistic. Then follow it for 7 days. Notice how much calmer and more productive you feel. Remember, time management is not about controlling every second. It's about creating systems that guide you automatically. When your routines are strong, your life becomes strong. So repeat this with me. I will not waste my mornings. I will not waste my nights. My routines will protect my time and build my future. Many people think time management means squeezing more tasks into their day. But that's wrong. The real secret is not just managing time, it's managing energy. Because even if you have hours free, if your body and mind are tired, you will waste them. But with high energy, you can do in 1 hour what others take 3 hours to finish. Think about your phone. When the battery is low, every app works slower. You cannot open too many things at once. But when the battery is full, the phone works smoothly. You are the same. Time is the phone. Energy is the battery. If your battery is empty, your time is useless. Here's the mistake most people make. They spend all their energy in the morning on useless things. They wake up, check messages, scroll news, answer emails. By the time they want to start important work, their brain is already tired. That's why they procrastinate. That's why they feel stuck. Successful people know the rule. Protect your peak energy hours. For most people, This is the morning. That's when your brain is sharpest, your willpower is strongest. Use that time for your biggest tasks, not for checking social media. Do the hard work when your energy is high, and save small tasks for later. But how do you increase your energy? Here are 3 simple steps. Move your body daily. Even 10 minutes of walking, stretching, or exercise boosts your brain. A moving body creates a moving mind. Eat clean, sleep deep. Junk food makes you slow. Poor sleep makes you weak. Respect your body, because it is the engine of your success. Take short breaks. Your brain cannot focus for hours nonstop. After 25 to 50 minutes of work, take 5 minutes to breathe, drink water, or walk. This refreshes your mind. Let me give you a story. A worker was once cutting trees all day with a dull axe. He was sweating, frustrated, and slow. Another worker stopped every hour to sharpen his axe. At the end of the day, the second worker cut twice as many trees with half the effort. The difference was not strength. It was energy management. Here's your action step. Tomorrow, notice when your energy is highest. Is it morning, afternoon, or evening? Protect that time. Use it for your most important task. Don't waste it on small things. Repeat this with me. Time is nothing without energy. I will protect my energy. I will use my peak hours for my peak work. Remember, you don't just manage hours. You manage the power inside those hours. And when you master energy, you master life. Do you know why so many people feel exhausted every day? It's not because they have too little time. It's because they say yes to too many things. They say yes to every invitation, every favor, every distraction. And every yes to something small is a silent no to something big. Here's the truth. You cannot do everything. Life is short. Your energy is limited. Your minutes are precious. If you try to please everyone, you will betray yourself. That's why learning to say no is one of the most powerful time management skills in the world. Let me give you a picture. Imagine your life is a backpack. Every time you say yes, you put a rock inside. Yes, I'll attend this useless meeting. 1 rock. Yes, I'll watch another random video. Another rock. Yes, I'll take on this extra task even though I don't care about it. Another rock. By the end of the week, your backpack is so heavy you can barely walk. And then you wonder why life feels exhausting. The answer is simple. Too many unnecessary rocks. But when you learn to say no, you drop the rocks. Suddenly, you feel light. Suddenly, you have space to carry the things that truly matter. Your health, your family, your dreams. Saying no is not rude. Saying no is respect for your time, for your energy, for your life. Of course, saying no feels hard at first. We fear people will get angry or judge us. But let me tell you something. People may be disappointed for a moment, but they will forget. Meanwhile, you gain back hours of your life. That is a trade worth making. Here's your action step. For the next 24 hours, notice every request, invitation, or distraction that comes your way. Before saying yes, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Does this help my future? If the answer is no, then your answer should also be no. Say it politely, but firmly. Example: thank you, but I can't commit right now. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but with practice, it becomes powerful. Because every no to distraction is a yes to your purpose. Every no to noise is a yes to clarity. Every no to other people's agenda is a yes to your own life. So repeat this with me. I am not afraid to say no. My time is too precious to waste. Every no gives me space for my true yes. Remember, your life is not defined by how many things you say yes to. It is defined by what you protect, what you choose, and what you refuse. Have you ever told yourself, "I'll do it later," and then later never came? You wanted to write something, practice English, finish a task, but somehow you ended up scrolling, watching, or cleaning the room instead. That is procrastination, and it is one of the biggest killers of time. Procrastination feels safe. It feels comfortable. It tricks you into believing you have control. You say, "I'll do it tomorrow," and for a moment you feel calm. But here's the truth. Procrastination is just a delay of pain. The task doesn't disappear. The stress grows. The deadline gets closer. And tomorrow becomes never. Here's a story. Imagine you need to carry a small stone across a field. If you pick it up now, it's light, easy, simple. But if you wait one day, the stone doubles in size. Wait a week, and now it's so heavy you can barely lift it. That's how tasks grow when you delay them. Small becomes big, easy becomes hard, and soon, you are crushed under the weight of your own delays. So how do you break the cycle? With the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to the message. Wash the dish. Write the first sentence. Starting is always the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum takes over. Action creates energy. And for bigger tasks, use the 10-minute trick. Tell yourself, "I'll only work for 10 minutes." Set a timer. Start. Most of the time, after 10 minutes, your brain is warmed up and you keep going. Even if you stop, you've already made progress. You've broken the wall of procrastination. Here's your action step. Tomorrow, choose one task you've been delaying. Promise yourself to do just 10 minutes of it. Not perfect, not complete. Just begin. Write the first line. Open the book. Press record. The action itself will give you power. Remember this truth. Procrastination is not about laziness. It's about fear. Fear of failure. Fear of discomfort. Fear of judgment. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing it anyway. So repeat this with me. Later is a lie. Now is the truth. I will not wait for the perfect moment. I will create the moment by starting. Because in the end, your life will not be measured by what you plan to do. It will be measured by what you actually did. And every great result begins with a simple first step. Many people think they are productive because they do many things at once. They reply to emails while watching TV. They scroll on their phone while eating. They study while listening to music, while texting, while checking notifications. This is called multitasking. And let me tell you the truth. Multitasking is not efficiency. Multitasking is destruction. Your brain cannot fully focus on two things at the same time. What it does is switch very fast between tasks. And every time it switches, you lose energy. You lose focus. You lose time. That is why multitasking makes you slower, not faster. Here's a simple example. Imagine you are building 2 houses. You put one brick here, then you run across the street to put another brick there. You keep running back and forth. After 1 year, what do you have? 2 half-built houses. But if you stayed in one place and built brick by brick, you would have finished one house completely. That is the power of single focus. The most successful people in the world know this. They choose one clear priority at a time. They don't try to do 20 things. They do one thing deeply, then move to the next. That's why their results look so strong. They are not scattered. They are sharp. Here's your action step. Tomorrow, pick one task. Just one. Before starting, remove all other distractions. Turn off your phone. Close unnecessary tabs. Tell yourself, for the next 30 minutes, this is my only mission. Work deeply. When you finish, take a short break. Then move to the next task. This habit is called monotasking. It feels strange at first, because we are used to jumping around. But when you taste the peace of full focus, you will never want to go back. You will realize you can finish in 1 hour what used to take 3. So repeat this with me. I am not a machine. I don't need to do everything at once. I will give my full attention to one task, one moment, one mission. Remember, your life is built the same way a house is built, one brick at a time. Focus deeply and watch your results grow faster than you ever imagined. Here's a truth many people ignore. What you don't measure, you cannot improve. If you want to manage your money, you track your spending. If you want to manage your health, you check your weight or your steps. The same is true for time. If you don't know where your hours are going, you will always feel lost. Most people think they know how they spend their day, but when they actually write it down, they are shocked. They realize they spend 2 hours on social media, 1 hour on random videos, 1 hour worrying, and almost no time on their dreams. This is the blindness that keeps people stuck. Imagine this. Your time is like water flowing into a bucket, but your bucket has holes. Some big, some small. The water keeps leaking out. At the end of the day, you wonder why it's empty. The reason is not that you had too little water. The reason is that you didn't notice the holes. Tracking is how you find them. So here's your action step. For the next 3 days, write down exactly how you spend each hour. From morning to night. Be honest. Don't judge yourself, just record. After 3 days, look at the list. Circle the activities that truly matter. Then underline the ones that are just leaks. This one exercise can change your life. Because once you see the leaks, you can patch them. Once you see the waste, you can cut it. Suddenly, you discover hidden hours you never knew you had. Here's a simple method to keep it easy. Use the 3-color rule. Write important tasks in green: growth, health, English, family. Write neutral tasks in yellow: necessary but routine: cooking, cleaning, commuting. Write time wasters in red: scrolling, gossip, endless videos. At the end of the day, look at the colors. Is your day mostly green or mostly red? The answer will tell you the truth about your life. Repeat this with me. My time is my life. I will see it clearly. I will not hide from the truth. I will measure my hours so I can master my life. Remember, time management is not just about tricks or tips. It is about awareness. And awareness begins with measurement. Because once you can see, you can change. When people think of time management, they imagine working harder, faster, longer. But here is the paradox. The better you rest, the more you achieve. Rest is not laziness. Rest is recovery. Without it, your body breaks, your mind slows, and your motivation dies. With it, you return sharper, faster, stronger. Think about athletes. The greatest athletes don't train 24 hours a day. They train hard, then they rest. Why? Because muscles don't grow during training. They grow during recovery. The same is true for your brain. You don't become productive by working nonstop. You become productive by balancing work with real rest. Here's a simple story. Imagine 2 woodcutters. The first cuts trees without stopping. He works all day, sweating and exhausted. The second cuts for an hour, then takes a short break to sharpen his axe. At the end of the day, the second has cut more trees with less effort. Why? Because his axe stayed sharp. Rest is sharpening your axe. But here's the problem. Many people don't know how to rest. They confuse rest with escape. They scroll for hours, watch random videos, eat junk food, and then wonder why they still feel tired. That is not rest. That is distraction. Real rest renews your energy, not steals it. So how do you rest the right way? Here are 3 simple practices. Micro breaks. Every hour, Take 3 to 5 minutes to stretch, breathe, or walk. Don't grab your phone. Just reset your body. Deep sleep. Protect 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Go to bed at a similar time. Turn off screens before bed. Sleep is the most powerful recovery tool you have. Active rest. Do things that bring joy and calm. Reading, walking in nature, listening to music, talking with loved ones. These activities recharge your mind and soul. Here's your action step. Tonight, create a sleep ritual. For 15 minutes before bed, disconnect from all screens. Write down tomorrow's priorities. Read a few pages of a calming book. Breathe deeply. Then sleep. Do this for 1 week. Notice how much clearer and stronger your mornings feel. Remember, your brain is not a machine. It is like a garden. If you overuse it, it becomes dry and weak. But if you water it with rest, it grows fresh ideas, new energy, and deeper focus. So repeat this with me. Rest is not wasted time. Rest is productive time. I will sharpen my axe. I will recharge my body. I will protect my energy with real rest. Because managing time is not about running faster. It is about running smarter. And sometimes, the smartest thing you can do is stop, breathe, and rest. So far, we've talked about daily habits, planning, focus, energy, routines. But let's zoom out. Because time management is not only about today, it's about your life. If you don't have a bigger picture, even the best habits feel empty. You may win the day, but still lose the years. Let me ask you, what are you really building with your time? Do you have a vision for your next year, your next 5 years, your life? Or are you just surviving, repeating the same cycle every day? Without vision, time feels meaningless. With vision, time feels sacred. Here's a story. Imagine 2 bricklayers. Someone asks them, "What are you doing?" The first says, "I'm laying bricks." The second says, "I'm building a cathedral." Both are doing the same work, but one sees only the small task, while the other sees the big picture. Who do you think will work with more passion, more patience, more strength? The second one, because vision gives meaning to every action. Your time is like bricks. Each day is 1 brick. If you don't know what you're building, you waste bricks. But if you have a vision, each brick adds to something beautiful. So how do you create this bigger picture? Start with 3 questions. What kind of person do I want to become? Strong? Fluent in English? Confident? Kind? Write it down. What kind of life do I want to live? Peaceful family? Healthy body? Successful business? Again, write it down. What am I willing to give my time to? Because every yes is a sacrifice. Your time is your vote for your future. Here's your action step. Take 30 minutes this week. Write your vision for the next 5 years. Don't worry about being perfect. Just write. In 5 years, I see myself, and let the words flow. Then, look at your daily habits. Do they match your vision, or fight against it? If they fight, change them. Because here's the truth. Small daily actions shape your entire future. Every time you practice English, you're not just learning a language. You're building confidence. Every time you exercise, you're not just moving. You're building a strong future body. Every time you protect your time, you're not just being productive. You're creating the life you dreamed of. Repeat this with me. My minutes build my future. My hours create my destiny. I am not just living days. I am building a life. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need direction. A compass. Once you know your north, every step counts. And that is how time management becomes not just a tool for today, but a gift for your entire life. When people hear time management, they imagine productivity, speed, results. But there's another side of time management that people forget: balance. Because what's the point of finishing all your tasks if you lose your peace, your health, or your relationships? Time is not just about doing more. It's about living more. Let me ask you something. Do you remember the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? Or the last time you watched a sunset slowly, without rushing? Or the last time you sat with family or friends and really listened, without checking your phone every 2 minutes? If those moments feel rare, then your time is out of balance. Here's a story. A teacher once held a jar and filled it with large stones. "Is it full?" she asked. The students said yes. Then she poured small pebbles into the jar, filling the spaces. "Is it full now?" Again, yes. Then she poured sand into the jar. Finally, she poured water. The lesson was clear. Life can always get fuller. But if you don't put the big stones first, your health, family, dreams, then the sand and water, emails, scrolling, gossip will take all the space, and there will be no room for what matters. This is balance. Choosing your big stones first. Protecting time for health, for relationships, for learning, for joy. Because if you only live for tasks, you will end with regret. People on their deathbeds never say, "I wish I had finished more emails." They say, "I wish I had spent more time with the people I love." Here's your action step. Tonight, write your 3 big stones. What are the non-negotiables of your life? Health, family, growth? Then look at your week. Do these stones have space? If not, make space. Even 30 minutes of quality time can change your balance. Also, practice presence. Presence means being fully in the moment. If you are eating, eat. If you are talking, talk. If you are resting, rest. Stop trying to live in 3 places at once. Because every time you check your phone while eating or think about work while with family, you are not truly living. You are dividing your soul. Repeat this with me. I will not let the sand steal my jar. I will place my big stones first. I will live with balance. I will live with presence. Because balance is not a luxury. Balance is survival. And presence is the real way to expand time. When you are fully in the moment, 1 minute feels like a treasure. When you are distracted, 1 hour disappears into nothing. So remember, good time management is not about filling every second. It is about filling the right seconds with life. We have walked a long journey together, from the illusion of no time to the power of focus, to saying no, to building routines, to resting, to seeing the bigger picture. And now it's time to bring it all together. If you take only one lesson from this story, let it be this: your time is your life. Every minute you spend is not just a number on a clock. It is a piece of you, a piece you will never get back. That's why time management is not about control. It is about love. Love for yourself, for your future, for the people who matter. Think about it. One day, you will look back on your life. You will not remember every task, every meeting, every bill. You will remember moments. The day you spoke English confidently for the first time. The morning you watched the sunrise with someone you love. The time you took a small risk and it changed your path. That is what your time is for. Not endless scrolling. Not living for other people's approval. But building a life of meaning. Here's your final action step. Tonight, before you sleep, close your eyes and imagine your perfect day 5 years from now. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? How do you feel? Hold that picture. Then tell yourself, every small choice today is a step toward that future. Tomorrow, when you wake up, begin with just one choice that matches your vision. One step, one brick, one yes to what matters. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to control every second. You just need to be awake. Awake to your minutes. Awake to your priorities. Awake to your life. So repeat this with me. I am not weak. I am not broken. I am not late. My time is mine. My minutes are gold. I will not waste them. I will use them to grow, to love, to live. I want you to know this. I am proud of you. For listening. For caring. For wanting to change. Most people run from the truth about time. But you are facing it. That means you are already stronger than you think. So as we close, I invite you to join this journey with me. Subscribe to this channel, not just for English, but for life. Here, you will not only learn simple, powerful English. You will also learn how to live with purpose, with balance, with courage. Because your story is not finished. Your time is still here. And every minute is a chance to begin again. Take it, live it, and remember, your time is your life.